Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Conquest of Elysium 3 with me, BrainBoy 20. Where we last left off, we had a moment of truth, and that moment was the summoning. Now, it may not look like it's that tough. There's a very tiny amount of units that could be all wiped out in one turn by a ranged line alone. The problem is the King of the Deep. If, for any reason, he decides to cast Watery Doom, we could lose our entire army, which completely destroys this offensive, thus making this series take a lot longer. If we get lucky, we just kill off the entire opposing force and don't have to care about it, because he does something silly like, I'm going to summon a bunch of little waters. Zvago, the new captain, is just going to be going around recapturing recapturing locations that independents keep taking, because independents are a plague and should not exist. Ahu is trying to hold this region here nearby the old castle. And Uleg Beg is trying to reach this guard tower so he can at least somewhat replenish his forces. Maybe even possibly break up the army a little bit. But without further ado, let's end the turn and get these battles underway. Thankfully all the attacks were just on one man. No Watery Doom. No Watery Doom. Please, no Watery Doom. You faggot. You're Watery Doomed. We're only lucky that for some reason we all resisted this. But you are a massive asshole, game. That could have gone so much worse. And he turns aside because he knows full well that he can't possibly stop us. Now, with that failure of a summon, we actually lost a fair amount of troops, but we still have more than enough forces where if he wanted to, he could probably try to take him on. Unfortunately, he still has a greater sized force, and if we're attacking him in the mountains, his entire army gets some armor. So let's not do that, and let's just keep stalling, because we can win in a stall situation. Now, Zvago, I need you to go north and at least attempt to retake some of these forces. Oh wait, I'm stupid. You're supposed to go after this coastal village. Ulik Beg will finally make it to this guard tower. Wherever those troops are, we will recruit some more swordsmen. And please, transfer over all the swordsmen and all the archers. Or crossbowmen. And then let's take this force and maybe start dealing with some amount of these independents. Nah, we'll just sit there. The heavy infantry should be enough to take out basically anything that tries to attack us there. Swanoth is not going to move because he's not good enough to move on his own. That is one big spider. I'm surprised it's lived this long, but we're not going to go deal with it. This area holds no tactical significance whatsoever to me. So we're just going to fall back, and we're going to go kill off these mooses. Swanoth waits. Nasi. You're making the long trek through the mountaintops. Maybe trying to kill off some deer, but you're returning to base. Swanoth is definitely not moving, and that's everything we could possibly do this turn. Yeah, he backed off. That's about as much as we can expect. Alright, we're going to have to double back because we went the wrong direction. Nasi, you're going to be out in combat a little bit more, most likely. Of course, we lose the iron mines, which means we have to get rid of the trade administration of selling iron, because this game's a dick and keeps stealing my stuff, because I have to keep building troops specifically to deal with them, which eventually get ground to dust, and thus I have to rebuild those armies, time and time again. I can't even explore, because if I try exploring I encounter our opponents. No, we aren't lucky enough to notice any enemies right next to us. Uleg Beg, you'll go deal with these wolves so we can actually start killing off some of these independents nearby. And we shall end our turn. Alright, the Wandering Merchant doesn't decide to try to take anything from me. Zvago, continue making your journey. Nasi, we'll transfer over some of these troops to him and there's no reason for Nasi to actually bother with this location at all. And of course, if the deer come down here, they can theoretically kill Nasi, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. He's been alive for a very, very long time. He hasn't actually done much of anything, and a lot of his rewards might be undeserved. So some people are looking out to kill him. Now we're going to check up here again, but we're going to wait because I want to get another summoning underway. Now, what does this force want to do? This force wants to go into the dead forest and kill some of these ants, and then maybe kill off that Mound King afterwards. Thankfully, acid damage is just a magic damage type and doesn't do anything else. Okay. Thank goodness they were dumb enough to attack me. If I want to, I could recruit a cultist there, and you son of a gun. We have to attack them. I don't want to lose those villages constantly. It's irritating enough just to try to manage them. Okay, Zvago. Please, just take everything that isn't just like the regular hybrid peasants, and then just head on out of here. You see, he's got a respectable army now that'll be leveling up over time just because this weapon master's there. Like, even now, these crossbowmen, they're already leveling up. Which things will only get better from here. Now, we have to keep murdering off these independents because they'll keep uncapping everything we possibly have, or ever hoped to achieve. Ulu, is there anything nearby? No. Nasi, just climb over the mountain. It's much faster. Sadly. And we shall end our turn once more. I was about to say, at least those dispossessed spirits didn't actually kill anyone, but it's a bit early to say that, considering this is going to be a while, because we can't hit them half the time. Oh, of course, the last shot kills one of my shamblers. Yeah, keep that iron mine, please. Alright, Nasi must take the slow route through the forest. Zvago is just going to jump over the mountaintop and is going to start murdering these serpents that keep taking my stuff. Uleg Beg is going to come back here and kill off these serpents. Ulu and Swanoth aren't going to move because it's winter and everything's slowed down. Ahu, there's nothing for you to try to deal with, so you're just going to sit here and wait. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. Alright, end turn. Alright, Nasi, you're on your way home. Ahu will wait. Zvago, claim this farm. We're not going to chase after them in the hills because it's still winter. Charge into this woods, kill off some boars. Swanoth will wait. Ahu will wait. Ulu, it's the moment of truth. Ulululululu. Thank you. Transfer over the new Basalt Queen. We could always use the pimp and his women. Alright. That bolsters the forces a little bit and gives us another spellcaster, which is always good. But we have to end the turn again because there's nothing else we really can do. It's still winter, so most of our movements are short. He'll definitely kill off these serpents because they've been a thorn on my side for way too long. Uluk Beg. Really, just kill off these boars. Nasi. Retreat back to the safety of the deserted town. Zvago's goal would most likely be claiming the insane peasants and some of the hybrid spearmen from here before moving on. And Ahu will wait. And we can't really recruit anything because we still don't have enough to recruit. And that's why poison is so good and so hated. Like, I guarantee you, any faction that has the ability to give poison to all their troops would be the most hated faction in the game. At least by me. Okay, we lost another one that gave us the ability to produce some troops freely. Of course, we lost that hamlet there, but we're still busy trying to clear out independence from nearby us. I might even move Ulu now, because he has enough troops where theoretically it's a good idea. So yeah, let's move out. Let's move out. No reason to keep waiting. These guys have got enough automated defenses where most normal troops won't ever break through. Nasi will wait. Ahoo! Yeah, he'll head north. He'll head north and he might be able to pick up some troops from these nearby guard towers and cloud castles. Although I really want to reclaim a lot of these locations, because we've lost a lot of gold income. So we lost 2 from that hamlet there, we lost that coal mine. We lost that market village. We're going to lose another village. I need another army just to keep clearing out independence, because I cannot hold on to any of these locations to save my life. I think this gold stream used to be ours too, and we lost that one as well. That was one of those that I was like, oh, I'm so afraid to even touch it with a 10-foot pole. This is one we can at least leave alone for a little bit. Yeah, we'll send Zvago up in this general direction, because he can at least deal with this stuff, recap the iron mine, the hamlet, and then be on his way. It's time to do a batch of recruitment. Not yet. We definitely can't afford it. And we'll end our turn. Alright, let us go and kill off these wolves. Ulu! I'm not even sure if this force will be theoretically large enough to take on any of these people. But we are getting close to the deserted town. Although I know that's not the only recruitment location, they're guaranteed to have this guard tower here. And the ancient temple and all these hamlets, which they spawned right next to. Sons of... Like, okay, here's their spawn. Here's their spawn compared to mine. Right next to themselves they had a coastal village. They have to go through this farm no matter what, although I think it's the farm that they always have. Then they get 3 hamlets right next to each other, which give them 3 gold each. So they have 12 gold income per turn, in addition to their deserted town, whatever buffs they get. Minimum. Because remember the plus 50% that they get from the difficulty. Whereas my start, I spawn near literally nothing. I have tons of restricted movement, so my start has to be slow. And I have to go bother with these villages, which are all heavily defended, just so I can get a little sacrifice income. We've come a long way, but they're just way... This territory is just almost too much to control. We have to keep dealing with these horrors. And it's because this thing's in close proximity to the capital. That explains so much. Fine with the spine membrane horror. And now that we have our ability to recruit again, we shall do a batch of crossbowmen. We'll do swordsman next, if I remember correctly. Anyway, end turn. Alright. We'll go check out this gold stream. It's probably the best thing to do at this point. Ulu! Of course, there's heavy infantries everywhere. And Swanoth will follow in right behind him. Nasi will do nothing because he's not going to be summoning jack squat. We'll take out these snakes so we can reclaim a hamlet, so our sacrifice income at least remains above 20. These wolves are going to die for their impudence of just sitting near my territory, and Nasi will wait. we've basically sacrificed this region, which is bad because we had a fairly decent amount of our income for sacrifices from here. But we need to at least hold dominion over this one. Because this is ridiculous. Okay, no. You know what? You know what? Where's this Temple City? Temple City was over here. What does the troop count look like? Okay. Recruit units. Temple City. Hussar the captain. Hussar. Please. Take control of this region. Just take it back for me. You've got another batch of troops at the guard tower. We can hold this town. Just reclaim this area, if you can. I just want the resources. Is it too much to ask? I'm sick and tired of independence. Oh, they're dead. Okay, all but one of them die. Or, all but one of them live. I think I can live with that. Alright, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole because there's just... it's too strong of defending line. Ulu will gladly take this hamlet from them. Then we'll just dance around them. And we'll take both hamlets back so we have some modicum of income. Zvago, we'll get rid of this boar because we know it's going to decap a lot of the villages if we don't. Hussar, it's 105, which actually seems like it's less than before. Take on these snakes, even though we're going to guaranteed lose some of the frontliners. But I want these sacrifices again. There's those farms, but the old battlefields are something I really don't care about that much because I don't have a use for them this playthrough. Now, this coastal village, which I almost forgot about, that's really become prosperous. We might pick up some of the hybrid troops from there. You know what the coastal villages really should do? Not just give out hybrid troops, but the, in this group you'll see them, but the hybrid cultist, there should just be a small chance that the hybrid cultist will spawn there. Just an incredibly small one, as a part of an event that's unique to this faction. It'd make a lot of sense. At least in my opinion. Narcy is not going to be doing anything, and we shall end our turn. It'll be maybe 2 turns. Oh, here they come. They're on their way. And unfortunately, we can't watch them. But we definitely can make a beeline to this area here. And we definitely will. It's 121. We can theoretically take this place back, or we could take the coastal village from them. But we're basically going to hamper their supply income. I'm going to... Trade administration, I'd like to buy sacrifices, please. Because we also have no iron income, because I've been dumb and haven't really bothered paying attention to that. Down, kill off these wolves. Ulik Beg is slowly making a dent in these forces that keep assaulting my area, but there's still too many to even leave this place. They're just going to explore and find a bear. Congratulations. And end our turn once more. You know, I actually heard rumors that there's supposed to be a Conquest of Elysium 4. I might play that when it comes out, but not until after the next game I have lined up. You have to admit, the crossbow fire is a great transition from Watery Doom. You can't even tell the difference. I mean, after the ear rape, of course. Alright. Who are you? How strong are you? And can I wipe you out? All these important questions and more. Ooh, we can't really do that, but I can put myself in a position where they have to assault me. Ulu, please don't fail. We got another Basalt Queen. I'm not even checking their powers anymore. I already know what spells they have, and those spells are pretty good. At least for the small spell pool that they have. And we've definitely built up a massive force. If he's dumb, he'll charge us, and that's exactly what I want him to do. Now, Zvago, you've done a great job taking back some of these regions, but I need you to continue to do so. Hussar. Not wasting anyone else's time, transfer down here. Take command of all these troops, and now that you have a force of 113, we'll definitely try to stomp out some independence in the area. Uluk Beg actually for once does not have a ton to do, so he'll go and take out these servants. Swanov and Narsi. Oh, we almost forgot about Ahu. What do I want him to do? The Iron Mine's definitely not in danger of being taken anytime soon, especially with these guys getting level up after level up. And recently breached level 3, which I think gives them an extra strength bonus. No, 1 extra morale and an extra strength at level 2. Oh no, they just get the extra HP. Never mind. Oh. I would almost say go south, take some of this stuff back, but there's no reason to do so. So we're just going to continue to have Ahus sit around here, and actually we'll have them go kill off these dispossessed spirits, because they're just annoying. And as for Nasi, nothing else will happen with you. You know, that poison is supposed to be weak. Yep, there's the hybrid cultist. Son of a gun. Well, it looks like their entire army is here. Yeah, he's definitely going to take this stuff back. Which is annoying because I didn't want him to. There's a singular Shambler Prince who's probably going to the deserted town. I don't exactly have a force that'd be capable of intercepting him. Unless I divide up these armies, but dividing up an army now is a terrible idea. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's got something that can invade mines, because he has barbarian cavalry with him. 3 Shambler Princes, barbarian swordsmen. All these guys probably around level 4. Or a lot of these... Were any of these recently summoned? Oh, there's some level 4s here. Alright, Ulu will go take on this fine gentleman and murder his army. Narsi will wait. Ahu. You know what, you'll head south, you'll take this coal mine back, you deal with some independence down here, and then head back north. Zvago, take out these snakes who dare take their mines from me. I mean our mines. Shut up. Uluk Beg. Go kill these bears. Narsi, I don't really know what I want to do with you at this point. I mean, eventually I could convert you into another army, but as of right now, that's not exactly practical. And everyone has moved. I think... Nah, I'm not going to end the episode yet. We'll do a couple more turns. Just a tad. Just a tad more. And a bunch of other people died of poison, because that's possibly the most effective damaging type possible. Words of the Void, but it's useless, so we should murder them. Of course, the very first wound you take gives you a chest wound. Well, of course. We, of course, chew another army apart for breakfast. He's definitely going to be taking some troops from us. We're going to lose that force, but that's to be expected. The Wandering Merchant, I hate you. Why do you people exist? What possible benefit can you gain by taking my stuff? This Shambler Prince, being a complete moron, is just open for me to kill him, so I'm going to do this really quickly. Nasi's not going to touch anything. Zvago, Get down here so we can take out the people who took the who are threatening to take the ancient temple from me. Hasar will kill off these wolves, then those giant ants, and then we'll start moving on to capturing the rest of this region. Ulukbeg will punch through this forest, but we won't care about much else because we're still clearing independence in the area. And Nasi will continue to wait. I'm just checking their experience really quick. And Hulud the High Cultist is about to become strong enough. There's the other merchant. I mean, I guess theoretically I could assault them. The problem is the catapult kind of sucks. But I will take out their coastal village. That should bring some of them running. Oh, yeah, just keep dealing with independence in the area. Really, that's all you can do. Just keep punching independence until they go away. That goes bye-bye. I really want to go south. What do you have? White Wizard with a coral ring, which gives pierce resistance, which would be nice. Gauntlets of protection, HP and armor boost. Divine aura. Nothing really special. Merchant of the Sword of the Damned. And he has a pet ogre. That's why these eccentrics are gonna kill me. No, we're not at recruitment location just yet, because we haven't lost a recruitment location, but we'll end our turn once more. Well, these hybrids are quite painful. Alright, the hybrid cultist is threatening us. Oh, I really hope he doesn't bother coming south, because they're going to force me out of the region. I want him to attack me. I want him to attack me in the Watery Doom. I don't want him to attack anyone else. Because if he attacks into me, I could theoretically Watery Doom his arm. Well, we've already seen what Watery Doom does, so that might not be a good decision. I might have just screwed myself out of the victory. Yeah, we'll take on the deer. We need to keep forcing these independents back as much as I hate it. Hasar will move out because we're so close to trying to take these hamlets back. Ulukbeg, deal with the long deads. Narsi does nothing. And on that note, I think now we'll end the episode here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Conquest of Elysium 3. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.